Hi guys, welcome back and thanks again for viewing my blog or something, whatever it's called. Still not up with this technology. Anyway, great news for Phil and great news for Cameron. Well done both of you, and I'm so pleased you enjoyed my last video about the emergency care assistant. I'm glad it gave you some information and some background information of what to expect. So best of luck you guys on that, and yeah, please let me know how you're getting on with it. It'd be quite nice to sort of maybe to compare notes, for example, for the course and things. So if we get stuck, then perhaps we can sort of converse on that. So my own course starts on the 19th of this month, and I understand that it's for an 8-week course I have. And the first 5 weeks I have is a clinical, and the next 3 weeks after that it's going to be the blue light driving. So depends on where you're based and what order they're going to put you in. You either have your driving first or you have your clinical first. Always make sure that you read all the bump that they give you. I mean, they'll give you like what's it called? Like a conditioning, like a statement of conditioning of terms and conditions and things like that. Sorry, I've got my teeth in today again. So when they give you all the information, okay, they'll probably send you an email with measurements for your uniform, your days off that you'll need for booking, most important holidays you want to book for the year. Get all that out the way and send it off as soon as you possibly can. Okay. The other thing I was going to say is always make a copy of what you've done. So if they give you an email and you have a whole load of files which you can send back to them electronically, for example, make a copy of those files and what you've written down, because things get lost in the email, in the post, wherever it's going to be. It's also good to refer them back, especially if you've got a question about the terms and conditions. So one thing was, for me personally, I had problems with was childcare. Like, my gosh, what am I going to do? Because the first 8 weeks is fine in that sense, is that you're going to have a 9 till 5. In my situation, I have a 9 till 5. Or whether it's for you guys, Phil and Cameron as well, as a court for the course. After that, I think my actual shift starts on the 19th of April or somewhere along those lines. We won't know what our shifts are until we get on the course. Okay, so in the terms and conditions it says that you can't leave the course, or rather you can't leave the business, as it were, in SWAST under a year and not pay the course. I'm not making myself understood here, I suppose. So if you were to leave SWAST because you couldn't do childcare, and within the first 6 months you had to pay back all the course, the whole percentage of the course. If you had to leave a year after or 24 months after, there's a set amount of percentage of the course which you had to pay back, which is normal policy, to be honest, with any business now. They just don't want you to do the course, have a qualification, then go somewhere else, which is fair enough. So make sure that you find out as soon as you possibly can of when your shifts are going to be and if you can actually work those shifts. As a mum and also a wife, I have to make sure that my childcare is covered. Thankfully, I have childcare now for the whole week and plus in the weekends as well, and they're quite flexible as well. But for those of you who don't have it, try and organise that as soon as you possibly can, because you're going to need it. You really do. You're going to need your friends, family on board with you to look after that. If you're single and you haven't got children and you don't mind working shifts, brilliant. Okay, you've probably got nothing to worry about, and you can just drop it as a hat. You can do any shifts you want. But always try and find out. So what I've done personally is I've sent an email to the recruitment, or to my main contact for the application, and I just said, do you have any ideas of what sort of shift patterns to expect, and then I'm going to go back to my childcare and go back to my hubby and say, look, these are the ones that we can expect. So on a time when I'm doing a 10-hour shift or 12-hour shift, and it starts here and ends here, how we're going to organise this. Okay, because it's a very expensive course to pay back. It's £2,500 from what I understand. And in the terms and conditions, they say the last month that you're there, if you don't go for the full term, and then you'll leave without any payment. Okay, but that again, that's completely normal policy for a lot of companies. Okay, so don't worry about it. I'm just giving you advice again on forward thinking. Okay. On your course, you might find that you might get food there. When I was in the police force years and years ago, they did that. They cooked for you, but in the ambulance service, I'm not sure if they did or not. So take a packed lunch, take a drink, that sort of thing. Change your clothes just in case you need to get too hot or sweaty. Make sure you get pens and a writing pad. If you haven't done so already, which I imagine you probably haven't, but whether you have, make sure you try and learn a little bit more about anatomy and things like that, just to get an idea of where you're going to be going in the way of looking over sort of human body. My background has been quite biology based anyway, but I've got loads of books. I mean, the one book I started off with is that one. It's very basic. It's mostly for doing things for as a personal trainer, but I actually started using this one 5 years ago when I was going to go towards the paramedics at that time before my accident. That's a really good book to start you off with. Okay, I'm not sure if it's out now. You could probably get a second-hand version of it. This came originally from Waterstones for £11.25, so that's how old that is. Okay, but you will be given literature anyway to take away with you. Okay, so that's it for me for the minute. Okay, so 8-week course, 5 weeks clinical, 3 weeks we're going to be blue and light training. Day by day, just take in the information, try to give yourself a bit of homework, by revision every night if you can. You guys, you know what you want to do in your life. You know what you want to make a difference in someone's life as well. And, so try and retain what you can. It's going to be massive amount of information all at once, from what I understand from a friend of mine who's also going through this at the moment. He's like 3 or 4 weeks ahead of me at the moment. But, if your idea is the same as me, to try and hit the paramedics in 2 or 3 years' time, this is a really good opportunity to learn as much as you can on the job, because by the time you move to paramedics, you pretty much know half the job anyway. Okay, so best of luck. Thank you again for your comments. Always ask questions. Send me a comment. Try and be nice as well. So I'm not very good at this blogging thing, so and I will see you later. So best of luck, and thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye.